It's 7:52. Winter sports enthusiasts are trying to stop the sport of ski ballet from going extinct. It is basically sort of acrobatics on skis, choreographed to music. So it's a bit like figure skating, but on the snow and presumably on a mountain.
Here comes George building up speed for his first big maneuver. Oh, a 2.5 stay cross. That was fabulous. Would you look at those sleeves on his outfit? He is really one dramatic skier.
He's got some emotion in this run.
He does, but his speed and his aggression on those 2.5 revolution jumps, it's like Richard Chappell. This is a hybrid ballet skier.
Well, I mean, first things first, you don't often hear in commentary, look at the sleeves on his outfit. I really like it. So I think I'm immediately now a fan of ski ballet. That was commentary of a ski ballet routine by George Feuermeyer at Breckenridge in 1985 and whacked over the classic ski Sunday theme.
Breckenridge 85?
Just in case. Yes, it's that.
You don't need to tell me.
Remember it well.
You don't need to tell me, mate.
How old were you? 6?
It's something like that, but you never forget it.
I'm loving it. Of course you don't. Absolutely seminal moment. He's got seminal. Okay. The ski Sundays theme really not particularly relevant. I don't think. Just to give you the idea that we're talking about skiing. The sport was popular in the 70s until the early 90s, and it was a demonstration sport at the 88 and 92 Winter Olympics, but never made it into the Olympics proper. Tom Bata is CEO of Montgellet Gear. He's campaigning for its revival with the hashtag BALLET'S BACK campaign, and Annika Johansson is a former ski ballet performer and icon in the sport. They both join us now. Morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Tom, first of all, most sort of hybrid sports, so I'm thinking chess boxing that had its little moment in the sun, football, golf, elephant polo, are not taken that seriously. How seriously should people take your campaign to revive ski ballet?
Well, thank you. I think, first of all, ski ballet was a very serious sport, through the 70s, through the early 90s. It was kind of the origins of free skiing. Many of the top free skiers who came later on, and the Tanner Halls, etc., they started off in ski ballet or acro ski, as it's sometimes called. So it's a true art. And when you work with athletes, when we're shooting our MGG campaign with Annika, who you'll meet afterwards, and Fabrice Becker, you really get an appreciation of how professional, how difficult the sport was, and it was almost like the sport was actually too hard, for casual people to take part in, which I think is part of the reason that it didn't, last. But it's truly beautiful, and we had the unique opportunity to have the first ever aerial drone footage of the sport, because obviously back in the 80s and 90s. Yeah. You could only see it from a side angle, so the camera almost didn't do justice to the sport, which I think was another problem, right? And today,
that's interesting, because you can cover it in a much more sort of comprehensive and compelling way, I suppose.
Absolutely, and when you can cover it with high quality footage from side angles, from aerial angles, etc., it just gives you a totally different appreciation for how beautiful and how difficult the sport is.
Annika, how did you get into ski ballet?
Oh, I was watching TV one time and I saw a clip from ski ballet, and there was the ladies of the time, Jan Boer and Connie Kissling, who was skiing, and I was a gymnast at the time. I was just thinking, wow, to do gymnastics, and I was also figure skaters, to do this on skis and be outside, and I loved skiing, and I was thinking, I got to do this. I just have to do this. So I went on a camp, and that was my start. I just fell in love with the sport.
Now, I've got to ask, so you've made this video with Tom, so you and Fabrice Becker, and I mean, is it a while since you did any ski ballet, and how did the body find it?
Well, let's say that when we were walking up and we were shooting it at the Saas-Fee at the glacier. Mm-hmm. And you take you take 2 gondolas up, and then you take a train and you go up the stairs. And walking up the stairs there, I was kind of whispering to Fabrice, because we were carrying all our ski gear and so, and I was like, God, I can't breathe. Can you breathe? I don't know if we're going to make it. But then, when you get out there, it's like, I got this feeling of, a revival of competition years and being out on the glacier, and you get the adrenaline. And I usually do like 2 hours every year of something in ski ballet. But otherwise, I think Fabrice hadn't done it in 23 years or something, except one film that he did. So we were thinking though, but if you get the question, of course you want to do it though. It's the love of the sport and the company. We kind of had such a good connection with the company, so we said let's do it.
Let's go for it. Tom, do you think that you might be able to get ski ballet into the Winter Olympics at some point?
Well, I think our team at MGG, certainly everybody's really into it now. And when we went up to do the shoot, we brought along young people up to the glacier with us in Saas-Fee, and all these kind of young guys wanted to get into it, and they're asking me, where can I buy ski ballet poles? Where can I buy ski ballet skis? I think it's probably a bit of a stretch to imagine it going back to the Olympics at this point, just because so few people actually, still do the sport. I think, when we were trying to shoot the campaign, it was a real challenge actually to find people who still knew how to do it. But I think at this point, it's really just to bring it back, to appreciate the beauty was there, and just to make sure, the art doesn't totally disappear.
Have you had a go yourself?
Not yet. I'm not sure I have the acrobatic.
Get him on it, Annika. Come on.
Yeah. He's going to try it though, for sure. We're going to have some camp or something.
Do you have to use different? You mentioned poles there. Do you use different skis and poles that you would for regular downhill?
We have longer poles and heavier poles because you stick the poles in the snow and you flip over the poles, so they have to be strong enough to do that, and they're also longer. So the poles are up to kind of your shoulders, and my skis are actually shorter than my poles. So my skis are 140, and my poles are 150. So skis are kind of like normal skis, but shorter.
But then big old poles. I think I'm really into it. I have to be impartial because I'm on the BBC, but I would like to back your campaign. I think nice speaking to you both. That's Tom Bata, CEO of Montgelé Gear, and Annika Johansson, former ski ballet performer.
Do you want to come over and rewatch Breckenridge 85 sometime this week?
I thought you would never ask, Chris.
It's the best offer you'll get this week. Coming up to 8 o'clock.
The voice of the UK. 5 Live Breakfast.